Hi everyone, I'm going to discuss some important headlines and the facts related to that from the newspaper. So, I will discuss national, international, and defense news. So, starting with the first one. So, we have already seen that UAE have UAE left the OPEC, Organization of Petroleum Exporting Countries. It announced yesterday that it's leaving. So talking about OPEC, so OPEC, as I mentioned, Organization of Petroleum Exporting Countries, it was founded in 1964. There were total 12 member countries, which are major oil exporting countries. Those are Saudi Arabia, Iraq, Iran, UAE, Kuwait, Venezuela, Nigeria, Algeria, Angola, Libya, Congo, and Gabon. So it basically the aim behind to found the OPEC was to basically to control the oil market, because what the countries were doing, they were increasing and decreasing the price depending on the market, and there was a competition that could lead to the loss and profit of one country and the loss of the other. So this organization was founded to control all these export trade, oil production, all these things. So OPEC currently produce approximately 50% of the world's oil and control oil production of 50% of the world. Talking about OPEC Plus, in 2016, OPEC expanded to OPEC Plus, in which some more major oil producing countries added into it. Those are Kazakhstan, Russia, Mexico, Oman, and Azerbaijan. So talking about why UAE is leaving to this OPEC, the main reason behind it to control its oil production, because we have seen the recent because of the recent conflict, the oil production have been decreased. It decreased because there is no trade happening through the Strait of Hormuz. So when the market will open again, so UAE can control its own production and can get too much benefits from it. They mentioned itself this is a policy change. Talking about the next news related to the United Nations Security Council, there is a discussion happen in UNSC related to the conflict and attacks in the ships and vessels into the Strait of Hormuz. India's deputy permanent representative, Yojana Patel, have condemned the attack on the ships and vessels into the strait, which onto the ships and vessels which were trying to pass through the Strait of Hormuz. Without naming the country, they have hint. They gave a hint towards the Tehran by recalling the by recalling a resolution brought by the Bahrain and co-sponsored by the India on 11th March, which was condemning the attack by Tehran on its neighboring countries. The next news is related to our India, that in India our oil marketing companies are going to face a loss of 80,000 crore, because they are selling the petrol at a loss of 40 rupees per liter, and diesel at 18 rupees per liter, at a loss of 18 rupees per liter. Even in fertilizers, our government have set a target of 1.71 lakh crore of subsidies for the fertilizers in the budget 2026, but now it is projected to increase this and to rise this subsidy to 2.2 lakh crores. So we can see the impact. Now going to the defense news, the first one is related to the S400. India is going to get its fourth battery of S400 missile defense system, because we know that in 2018 India signed a 5 billion US dollars deal with Russia to procure 5 batteries of S400 missile defense system. 3 already delivered. Now the fourth one is going to get India in 2-3 days, and the fifth battery, we are going to get delivered in November this year, as per the Ministry of Defense. And the next one, that India is also signed for the procurement of next 5 batteries. So total will become 10 batteries India will have in future. And there is also one news related to it, that the CATSA. So CATSA is stand for Counter American Adversaries Through Sanctions Act. It is a act by USA which apply the sanction on the countries which are purchasing defense equipments from its adversaries, means enemies. So, as per the report, there are very less chance that India is going to face any further sanctions for the upcoming new five batteries, because it will be a follow-on order on the last five batteries of US of S400 missile defense system. The next news is related to the expenditure in defense. India became the fifth largest spender on defense equipments. Our defense budget have increased by 8.5% to 92 billion US dollar. And Pakistan's defense spending increased by 11% to 11 billion US dollars. China's defense expenditure increased by 7.5% and it became 336 billion US dollars. USA's defense spending decreased by 7.5% and it became 954 billion US dollars in 2025. And the total five biggest spender on the defense and military spendings are first USA, then China, then Russia, then Germany, and at the fifth number India. And the one more news related to defense is that DRDO and Indian Navy have successfully test fire a anti-ship missile into the Bay of Bengal. Yes, Bay of Bengal. So this is all about the important news from the newspaper and facts related to them. Thank you.